Everyone is a little concerned that things are a bit chaotic, but this community has come together very well, and we're collaborating on a clear plan forward to kind of fulfill this need.
All right, so today we have Mary Elliott from the Makerspace of Bellingham. Welcome, Mary. Thanks for being here.
Hi, thank you. Proud to be here.
So, Mary, tell us a little bit about what the Makerspace is and what you do.
So the Makerspace is a volunteer-run 501c3 nonprofit, and we provide affordable access to high-tech tools, laser cutters, 3D printers, electronics lab, wood shop, metal shop, industrial sewing machines, screen printing, vacuum forming. Ideally, we want to make it so anyone that has an interesting idea can come here and actually make it practical so that they can hold it in their hands.
Awesome. Yeah. And you guys, you just moved into a new location and you were going to have a grand opening and then everything happened and now that can't happen. But where's your new location at?
So it's exciting because our new location is actually at the Bellis Fair Mall. We have 7,000 square feet, a beautiful front space. And then in the back loading section, we've got our dust and noise producing tools.
So, okay, let's talk a little bit about the response that the Makerspace has been able to play in this COVID-19 time. What are some things that you're seeing the community doing, coming together to help support our frontline workers and our essential workers?
First of all, I just have to say that I absolutely love living here in Bellingham because we have such an amazing community of creative, collaborative folks. And so it's been truly amazing. Just organically, many mask making groups have popped up, and most of them you can find, if you search, you can find them on Facebook. There's quite a few. If you are interested in helping by sewing cloth masks, please do look them up and join one of the ones that's already established. Between the mask making groups, there have been over 10,000 cloth masks distributed within Whatcom County. That includes medical personnel, but also we're starting to fill some of the other essential workers with the cloth protective masks. So it's been tremendous, tremendous response, which is great. And then when you're done sewing your masks, they need to be sanitized before they ever get sent anywhere. And currently they can be dropped off at Brio Laundry on James and Alabama Street, and Ferndale Laundry as well, or they can be dropped off here at the Makerspace at the mall. When you're dropping things off, usually there's a bin or something to do that. Try not to go into places if you don't need to, but keep sewing, folks. We need more.
So what is the additional need? So if we have, what is 10,000 masks by us as a community?
Well, one of the really big goals was to go ahead and get St. Joseph's Hospital workers covered. And what's incredible is that now St. Joseph's Hospital is taken care of. So that's a huge win for everyone here in Bellingham. And what that means now is that we can focus on filling some of the other clinics, the dentist's offices, the nursing homes, the home health workers, and even the grocery stores, because we definitely need those folks there too when we want to buy more toilet paper, right?
Absolutely. And then, so what are some other things that the Makerspace is doing kind of internally or organizing different efforts to support essential workers?
Sure. So one of the interesting things that the Makerspace has been able to do since we started in 2014 is teach a lot of people about 3D printing and how to use the laser and things like this. What that has done for us is that there are quite a few people in town that have their own 3D printers, that have the knowledge to work a laser cutter, and many of them are 3D printing headbands for a rigid face shield. So everyone, I think, knows about the cloth masks, but the clear face shield protects people from any kind of splatter or splashes, which is also very, very important. And together people are 3D printing the headband piece for the face shield. We're laser cutting a rigid clear piece and assembling those and getting those out. So just today, I delivered 50 of those to St. Joseph's Hospital, and we're ramping up, and hopefully we'll be able to be producing close to 50 a day. So
Wow.
that's phenomenal. Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
it's
that's
exciting.
awesome.
And then the other thing that people are needing are they call them either isolation gowns or procedure gowns. And so it's something that protects your clothing when you're working with a patient that is ill with the COVID-19. And so that's something that kind of innovative. We're cutting them out of Tyvek. So think house wrap, right? But the Tyvek's impervious to moisture and things like that, so it makes a good choice. It does get softer with washing. It can be laundered, which is good. And at the moment, that's what we're doing. We just started working with the resources, so the volunteers from the Restore. Just yesterday, we started our production line for Tyvek gowns, and just with 3 volunteers, we were able to make 40. So that was our trial run yesterday. So we're hoping to be able to get a couple more people working.
What has it been like working with St. Joe's and with Peace Health in this process of trying to deliver this protective equipment for their employees? Have they been pretty receptive to that?
Yeah, honestly, I've had a wonderful experience working with St. Joe's. The face shields needed to get essentially wear tested trial. I mean, it's a prototype, right? And so we needed to have a couple people use them, give us feedback, do a reiteration. Then once we had a model that was going to work well, that needed to be approved by infection control before they can be used with direct patient contact. So that could have taken a long time, but honestly, within 3 days, we had a really good face shield that was approved by infection control, and those are the shields that I delivered today.
So yeah, you want to just walk us through what you have in your hand there and what you're
Right.
doing
So
with it?
this is the face shield that I'm talking about, and this orange piece here is a 3D printed part. So it's printed out of plastic on, I think actually this probably was Jeremy's machine. And then we have laser cut this rigid, this is PETG plastic. So it's a food grade plastic. It's got great clarity. So when you do put it on, you see, you don't feel like you are looking through anything, which is really important. Since it's hard and rigid, it can be easily disinfected and reused. So yeah, pretty sturdy.
That's great. So where are you sourcing all of this material, and where are people sort of in these communities sourcing these materials?
So up until now, people have sort of been using the 3D printer filament that they had on hand. We have ordered a fair amount of PETG filament that should be coming in. And then what we'd like to do is when people come and drop off the headband piece that they've made, we'd like to hand them filament so that they can continue to print. The clear plastic face shield has been sourced from Calsac Plastic, which is in Tukwila. So what we're trying to do, of course, as much as possible with any of the materials is to source them locally, because all of those businesses need to survive and pay their workers as well. So trying to get all of our materials from places that are nearby.
Awesome. So yeah, let's talk about how we can help. How can the community help this effort and help the work that you're doing? What would you encourage people to do right now?
Sure. So the first thing is that if you do have a skill set and you want to put that to use, if you are someone who sews, please do look for local groups. There are plenty out there that are well established. By joining one of those groups, that helps us with that distribution of getting things into people's hands, because we're not duplicating efforts. We're all kind of working as a team here. So that would be really terrific, is to try and join a group that is nearby you. With a 3D, if you do have a 3D printer and you're interested in helping out, please do contact the Makerspace. We have the 3D print files that have been approved by St. Joseph's Hospital in infection control. These are the items that are currently being requested. So we would really love some help meeting that need. The next one would be dollars. That if you do have a way to go ahead and sort of support this effort, it would be terrific. And again, the dollars are going both towards buying materials, but also for gas money for delivery, so that we can keep you guys safe at home. We're delivering masks daily, and by buying the materials locally, that's supporting our local shops as well. So that would be tremendous. And then lastly, if you are in need of equipment, or if you know of an organization or a clinic or something that does have a need, please encourage them to fill out that form again, because that request form gets dumped into the spreadsheet that we are all working off of.
Great. And I imagine that once most of our essential workers are taken care of, and with the new CDC recommendations that you're wearing masks more often in public when you're going out grocery shopping and things like that, eventually we'll be able to get to a point where there'll be more capacity and more availability for masks for individuals.
Yes, well, hopefully it'll be a little bit faster than that, honestly, because at the moment we have a whole bunch of people at home that are sewing, but we also have industry in town, upholstery businesses and things like that. I've been talking to Oyster Creek Canvas about perhaps working on helping with this need as well. And if we can get some of those other businesses up and running, again, supporting our local economy, certainly they can be turning out masks at a much faster rate.
Awesome. Well, is there anything else that you'd like to leave us with here, Mary Elliott?
So I'm hoping to be able to post the number, like a running tally of items and things that have been donated. There's been so many donated, and it's wonderful. I think that it's important for the community to understand that we've come together as this great creative collaborative effort. We have a clear plan forward to fill this need, and it's wonderful to see those numbers rise. I would encourage people, if you are sewing masks at home or 3D printing visors, please snap a photo of yourself with the masks and send it to us. We would love to start putting this more positive story out there, because it's happening and it's great, and Bellingham's amazing.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time today, and best of luck moving forward and helping keep people organized here and moving forward.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
Yeah, really appreciate the time, and we'll talk again soon.
Sounds good.